I feel like meditation is one of those things that we all want to do more, and we know how amazing it is, and still we don't set enough time aside to actually do it. So with today's video, my intention is to get you really hyped up about your meditation practice or help you start it. When I was 18, I started getting into meditation because I've realized that, first of all, I wasn't able to focus while I was doing my driving license, and I also finished my college degree back then. And also I just didn't really feel that good emotionally back then, so I knew this is not how I want to continue living and feeling inside my body. I want to change something. So I started getting into meditation, and I watched a video on YouTube on how to do it. And I remember it was very far away from how I actually enjoyed the meditation. So the person in the video said you have to put your hands like this, and you have to set a timer for 3 minutes and do it. And I didn't really enjoy it, so I kind of gave up on the practice. But then a little bit later on, I started also getting into yoga. And when you immerse yourself into the physical yoga, doing asana and yoga poses, then you cannot get around but to also get into meditation. And what I've especially noticed is that I always enjoyed the shavasana, where in every yoga class in the end, you lie straight on your back. And you can also place one hand on your heart and one on your belly, and you just close your eyes to kind of round off the practice. And I've had really incredible moments in these times when I was lying flat on my back and just breathing and observing my thoughts. So that was when I really started to find my own kind of flow. And that's also my very first tip that I want to give everyone out there who's looking to get started with meditation. Have fun. Meditation is not something that needs to get done, that you have to do, that is on your to-do list. It's really something that you can make into the way that you enjoy. There is no right or wrong when it comes to meditation. You don't have to do it the exact same way as someone else is doing it. It's not like I know, in our world that we're living in, when you go to school, there's always a teacher saying, okay, this is right, this is wrong, okay, this is your grade, and we're being judged so much. But when it comes to meditation, you can leave all of that behind, and you can just focus on what feels best to you. So for me personally, I don't really, sometimes I still do it, but I don't really enjoy the cross-legged, position where you're sitting like that and you close your eyes. I personally prefer lying on my back. I will, however, say if you're someone who's very sleep deprived, it might not be the best idea to do that because you might fall asleep. But I personally always make sure I get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep in every night. So that way, when I lie down flat on my back, even right after waking up, I don't fall asleep because I've gotten enough sleep. So that's the first thing you can do if you're experiencing physical discomfort during the meditation. You can either start getting into yoga, which is what I'm also doing. So I personally, through my practice, have come to a point where it's very comfortable for me to sit cross-legged, even for longer periods of time. But still, I prefer lying on my back because I feel like I can get into a deeper, more relaxed state in that. So if you don't want to do yoga and improve your cross-legged position, then you can also just sleep more so that you can actually meditate lying on your back. Of course, there are also many benefits to sitting cross-legged upright, but yeah, again, there is no right or wrong. There is no this is the only way, and there is no better or worse when it comes to meditation. And that also brings me to the second point. A lot of us are in this thing of, okay, when I meditate, I have to be completely thoughtless. And yes, the goal of meditation is to have less thoughts and to also notice the gaps when you're completely free from thinking, but still, it's okay to have thoughts. And when it comes to, this limiting belief of I have difficulty to quiet my mind, what has really helped me here is to not have any expectation about what my meditation practice has to look like. I still, even though I have been meditating so much in the last couple of years, have times where I'm meditating and I have so many thoughts running in my head where I'm like, what the heck is going on here? But that is what the meditation is about. It's about actually becoming aware of that, becoming aware of these thoughts, observing them. And if that's the only thing we manage to do during that practice, even if we don't have a single millisecond where we're free from thinking, but we're just observing the thoughts, that's already like gonna be huge for how we're going to feel the next day or the next hour, how productive we're gonna be, how focused we're gonna feel. So what has really helped me is to lower my expectation and know that there is no one right way to do this. And I'm not either bad or good at meditation. Like when I've had a day where I was really free from thoughts and just felt very clear or cleared and just mentally on focus, I'm not going to say, oh, that was such a good meditation today. I mean, of course it feels good, it's enjoyable, but I'm not going to judge myself in that way when it comes to meditation. And another thing that has really helped me is to also do guided meditations. So usually guided meditations take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. So that way, you know, you can kind of schedule that in, and usually I do it right after waking up. So when it comes to not having time for meditation, if I just do it right after waking up, it doesn't really make any difference for me. I usually need a little bit of time when I get my day started anyways. So whether I'm doom scrolling on my phone and on Instagram or YouTube, you know, watching stuff, or whether I take these 5 to 15 minutes right in the morning after getting up to just observe my thoughts and to kind of quiet my mind a little bit, or at least become aware of what's going on, it doesn't really make a big difference. So for me, something that has been really, really helpful when it comes to this excuse that I have been making a lot in the past of I don't have time, is to just like prioritize tasks differently. And also really, really important, you know, I became very clear of why I enjoy meditation so much, which is what I'm going to share with you now. So the main reason why I love meditation so much is because it literally helped me, just the regular practice, to feel lighter, and it continues helping me to just feel so much lighter. I know this might sound cheesy, and I'm not just talking about like, yes, I have lost weight physically through the meditation, I'm sure as well, because the meditation helped me to no longer want to push my feelings down with food all the time. And because I'm in control of my thoughts, I feel like more in control over my choices as well. So because I'm more in control of my choices, I can choose to eat what is best for my body in order to slim down. But then also just physically, I feel so much lighter. Sometimes, you know, we have these emotions stored in our body and they can really weigh us down and feel very heavy, even though they maybe physically don't carry any weight. But, you know, whenever they can't come up, they might make us tighten up. So and it's very exhausting to push against feelings. It's very draining mentally, emotionally, even physically. You can feel more exhausted when you're fighting against an emotion that is inside of you. So for me, it has been really, really helpful to do the meditation so that the emotions could actually come up. And then another huge shift that has happened in my life through the regular meditation practice is that it became easier for me to manifest things in my life. Now I want to mention here, like, I'm not this enlightened, accomplished version that knows everything and that's just the manifestation master. I will, however, say that a lot of things that I've written down a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago have come to fruition where I'm like, wow, that's mind-blowing. And now, of course, I have set new like dreams and visions and miracles that I would like to, you know, like a 3D printer print into reality. And still, the reason why meditation is so great for being able to manifest more easily is because, first of all, it helps us with our intuition. Because when we're connected with our intuition, then we can know, okay, what is the exact thing? Because it's usually just that one phone call or that one thing that you need to do on that day to maybe make that happen in 1 year or something. So when you're connected with your intuition and you also trust it, which meditation, it's just so good for helping you to actually become aware of the subtle, silent voice inside of you that's telling you, go on that trip, visit that person, call that person, write this email, go on that run, buy that food, eat that food. Especially, of course, when it comes to weight loss, which my channel is a lot about, then, you know, when we're connected with our intuition, I think in the beginning it is very important to follow a structure. But once you have established these habits, you can let the structure go and you can really follow your intuitive flow of what and how much to eat. It's going to become a lot easier to listen to your hunger and fullness cues. But then also, because we are more in control of our thoughts, we can change our thoughts, because our thoughts are one of the biggest reason for how our reality looks, because with our thoughts we create our reality. So if we constantly have negative thoughts in our head, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm broke, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have that. So then when you shift your thoughts and you start thinking differently, you start noticing, okay, I'm talking negatively here, you can change it into more positive self-talk. And that way you can also see how your outer reality is going to change when the thoughts change. So that's, also something that always motivates me to do my meditation practice. I mean, I'm not meditating daily, I also want to mention here. I just do it very regularly. And it always is a big motivation for me, because I know if I'm more aware of my thoughts, then I can create and form and shape my outer reality more easily. And then the last big shift, I mean, probably I could fill an entire essay about what has changed for me through meditation, but the last big one for me has been my ability to deal with challenges, to deal with stress. It's not always everything is honky-dory, but I'm calm, I'm centered, I'm still able to make decisions. I don't feel like my life is ruined. And I think that's an ability that just really enhances your quality of life. I mean, pretty much everything, all the benefits that I have experienced from meditation have enhanced my life a lot. But I would say this is one of the main ones, because there are always going to be challenges in life. There's always going to be stress in life. And our ability to be able to deal with that it just makes such a huge difference. So yeah, that's why I love meditation so much. And I hope this video inspired you to maybe start meditating as well. Again, what has really helped me is to find guided meditations. And if you want a guided, meditation that's going to help you slim down, then I have that inside my free community. So if you join my free community, just send me the word expansion, and then I'll send that meditation over to you inside the community. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.